Hi, my name is Jeff Kilberg. I'm from the floor at the CME. I want to talk today on December 1st, this Wednesday. Let's look at this market. It's screaming. You know, I love the way everything has kind of been manipulated. The first of the month, if you look back historically, ever since the Fed has been involved, they're buying it. And here we are, the Dow is up 200 right now, S&P is up over 20, and I think we got to be careful because if you look at yesterday, the Fed purchased in more of this Q&E too. But let me give you a quick background about myself. I came down here in the late 90s. I traded behind in the 30-year pit, traded in the 10-year pit, and I've been actively trading the curve for over 12 years. Evolved a little bit more as the screen has become more in place, so I've been trading E-mini S&Ps, NASIs, and Dow, and also been dabbling in the euro currency because that's the sandbox to play in these days. I'm excited to be here, but I have to, bring to you what I think the market is currently doing. And let's first talk about yesterday's action in the Treasury. The Fed came in and bought the high tick. Once again, Uncle Sam announces they're buying it, people front run it, and boom. So sure enough, look at today, the 30-year is down 2 points. So I think that's kind of overdone, and I think that's the volatility we're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. In a football term, I played football at Notre Dame, and Coach Holtz would always call it your student body left, student body right, and that's what we're dealing with here in the market. There's no more mediocre days. It's extreme, and if you listen to yesterday, everyone was worried about Europe, but the Fed kind of saved the day over there with their QE. So let me talk a little bit about the Treasury market. This morning the 10-year went down to 122, 22.5. Found a little bit of a bounce there. The 30-year, they also went down to 124.30. So I like that level. I think it's a little overdone. The Fed purchase really kind of manipulates things, and I think you have to be very, very aware of that. Ever since that conversation with Uncle Ben out in Jackson Hole, the rates have gone up. So it's the exact opposite of what they're trying to do, but it's a manipulated, hijacked market. Be careful, but play the extremes. They're giving you the volatility. Play it. Let's talk a little bit about the S&P. In the last, there's been 9 trips from 1172 to 1200. I think you have to play that, and I think every local each time, and I'm guilty of this as well, you want to sell the 72s because you're looking for that pop down. You want to buy the 1200s because you're looking at that extreme up. However, I really think that you play in between there, you be careful, but once we get under 72, it wants to go to the 200-day moving average of 1125. That's the way it feels. There's an air pocket there. There's a lot of back and fill if you look on the chart, and I think this 50-day average is coming in at 76.25. So that's 76.25 is a level. 72, 73 has been a bounce 9 times. They're catching people. Pass around the shorts, back up to 1200. So let's be careful there. Euro currency. Let's talk about that. What's going on in Europe? I mean, they announced overnight that they're essentially going to hop into the QE game. Very interesting. They talked about austerity for a long time. So we had a little bit of relief over there. The euro currency was up over a penny overnight, and now it's coming off a little bit. I think people are still seeing that despite the fact they're going to be buying as many bonds as they can in Portugal, there's still problems there. So let's see how this all kind of pans out. But I think the euro currency move is over exaggerated. We were trading 141, 142 at the beginning of November, and now we're trading 129, 130. Today a high of 131.37, and that's another important level. I look at that 200-day moving average, 131.37, huge. So keep an eye on that. It gets above there, I think there's a reason to be long. But if you're underneath that, I think there's more damage to be done in the eurozone. Speaking of the zone, let's get in the zone. Try not to fight what everything's going on. Go with the flow. Be the hammer, not the nail. Jeff Kilberg from the floor of the CME. Have a great day. Go get them.